I'm Jaws on the beat, I got flow that kills. Do my thing with a few G's, Lauren Hill.
What's up guys, it's Unders. In this video, I'm going to show you a really simple way to make EDM build-ups using just samples and the inspector. No extra tools needed, apart from maybe a single EQ towards the end. Do you want to get your music onto the likes of Spotify, Apple Music, even TikTok? Keep 100% of your earnings and get paid monthly if you choose? Get into those stores up to 20 times faster than some other distributors and do it all at a ridiculously low yearly price. Check out the channel sponsor, Distrokid. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the drums from this simple filter build-up just here, and we're just going to drag them over here, and we're going to pretend that this is going to be our new build-up. So over here, with just a straight drum break, and there's no filtering or anything going on, just purely these beastly drums. Okay, so let's build these into kind of a riser, and I'll show you a really simple way we can do this kind of thing in Logic. So we're just going to get rid of those tops. We don't need those. And for the minute, we're going to mute those hats, although we might use them in a bit. So kick drum's going to be our big thing here. We're just going to start off with just a pulse here. So I'm just going to mute the snares, and we might play around with them. So at the moment, we've just got this. All right, so for starters, we don't want the full rhythm in there, so we're going to get rid of the syncopated kicks. So we've now just got a simple. All right, and 4/over is going to work fine for that one, and then we'll work on the next section. Having the same kick each time, that's also not particularly fun. And if you're like me, with your kick drums, you generally just want to be a single hitter. You could make a new channel, sure, put it in the sampler and play around with it that way. Alternatively, you can just pitch each individual one, and it's not going to affect the others. So we could grab this one sample, go to our inspector, that's over here on the left hand. If you can't see it, press I, should pop up for you like so. And what we can do here is we can use the transpose, and we could transpose this one down, say just minus, something like -6. That's going to make that a lot lower. All right, so the second one here, let's transpose him down, -5. And I'm sure you get the idea of where we're going. So now they're going to raise one semitone at each hit. All right, so once we've gone through those 4, we kind of want to build up the pace of how this is going to go. So instead of now just 1 on every hit, we are going to do 2 of every other. So it's now going to roll like this. All right, and we're almost back up to our pitch. So the last one was -3. This guy's going to be at -2, and we're just going to keep rising them up. And we're actually going to go beyond our 0. So you're going to be -1. This guy here would be our 0, and this one we're actually going to go +1. So now we've got. And you can feel it kind of building up, right? For our next 2 here, you can kind of guess what we're going to do. We're going to build up that speed again, but we're going to do it really quickly. So I'm going to make these samples really, really short, and we're now going to do them so they're 4 on the floor. All right, super simple. As you can probably guess, we're going to keep pumping these up in terms of the transpose. All right, so now overall, it's going to build up in terms of speed, and it gets faster and faster in smaller segments, and raises up in tempo and raises up in pitch. Now for the last bar, this is where you can really play around. We could have this so it went absolutely crazy and there's like a hit on every 16th or something. Or what I tend to do is do something like raising it again. So we're going to go so it's on every 8 and then allowing some like breathing room, and maybe have a bit of a snare pattern running or an alternative kick snare pattern in, and maybe we'll pitch those around as well. So we need to continue pitching these up really quickly. We're just going to raise them all up to there, +1 on each one. So now overall, we've got this really easily built. Now the other trick we can do here is I've already got a drum bus, and on here I've got the channel EQ just set up with the high cut frequency on. And what we can do is just do a little bit of automation and just take out some of the high end of the kick and have that add in as we go, and have like an exponential increase right here as we come up and bring all the snare in. So now and let's just take a chunk of the drum break in full and let's test that out. Does it work?